reporting for stock market news. The stock market is beginning to face issues as the dollar is decreasing continuously by 1.4%. In addition, Mr. Duncan, CEO of the Stock Market Inc., is passing on his position to his son Malcolm in the near future. Hopefully he will bring success to the company.
If it were done when 'tis done, it were well, it were done quickly. If thy assassination could tremble up the consequences and catch with a sorcerer success, that but his blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But here upon this bank and shell of time, we'll jump up to life to come. But in this case, as we still have judgment here, that we can teach bloody instructions, which being taught return to pledge the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison's talents to our own lips. He is here in double trust, first as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, then as his soul, who should against be the murderer, shut the door, not bear the knife himself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will pledge his angels trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of taking off, and pity like a naked newborn babe, striding the blast of heaven's crimson hoist upon the slightest chorus of the air, so blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drone the wind. I have no spur to prickle the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which overlives itself and falls on the other.
How now? What news?
He has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Has he asked for me?
No, you're not. He has?
We'll proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their golden gloves. Now cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and wakes it now to look so green and pale, of what it did so freely? From this time, such I account thy love. Art thou afraid to be the same in thy own active valor? Art thou active desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteem, the cup ornament of life, and live in a coward in thine own esteem? Letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat in the adage.
Pretty please, I dare do all that may become a man, who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man, and to be more than what you were would make you such more of a man. Nor time nor place did adhere, and then you would make them both. They have made themselves now, and fit now does unmake you. I have given suck, and know how tender it is to feel the love of a babe that milks me. I would then, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple out of his boneless gums and dashed his brains out, had I sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail?
We fail? But screw your courage to the sticking place, and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, where to the rather shock his days our journey soundly invite him, his two chamberlains will lie with wine and wessel, convinced that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason, a line back only when in swinish sleep, the drenched nature lies in death. What can you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
Bring forth men, children only, for the undaunted male should compose but only male. Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber, and used the very daggers that they have donned?
Who dares receive it other, as we shall make our grief and clamor more upon his death?
I am settled in Mendoc, each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away and mock the time, with fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart does.
The scene that was represented in the movie mainly relates to the theme of gender. Antonia played Lady Macbeth as she had a lot of power and is portraying the role of a dictator in the beginning of the scene. Sabrina is playing Macbeth as he starts out as the more feminine figure and does not want to kill. When the characters switch genders at the end of the scene, it shows how the characters in the actual play begin to portray their right gender. Macbeth in the end is convinced to kill Duncan, which shows that he has become a man. These, the broadcaster, was Hecate, as she represented one of the witches. The witches in Macbeth represent the chorus who summarize the plot. The darkness throughout the scene portrays the effect that this conspiracy had upon nature. The plot is accurate as it continues to follow the cause and effect chain of the play that eventually leads to Macbeth murdering Duncan.